Hello everyone. Let's continue with sets. Today we'll start with topic interval. As subsets of there are two types of intervals over here, open interval and closed interval. In open interval, we have a comma b, and this is closed interval. Let's understand what does an interval mean and what are these symbols. If we consider a comma b, it means that we are considering a number line. A and B are 2 points on it. Point on the left hand side is on the point is the smaller value, and the point on the right hand side is the bigger value. An open interval means excluding these 2 points, all the values between A and B are considered. Excluding A and B. To exclude A and B, we represent it by a hollow circle. This means that X lies between A and B. A less than X less than B. In the form of set, it can be represented as A is a set of all X such that X belongs to R and A less than X less than B. By real numbers, we know that there are infinite numbers between A and B. So X can hold any value between A and B, excluding the values of A and B. So X holds any value between A and B excluding points A and B. To represent that A and B are excluded, we use curly braces. We use round braces. Round brace near A represents A is open. Round brace near B represents B is open. The second notation, round bracket A, comma B, closed. This represents the round bracket near A represents A is open, but B is closed. By B is closed, we mean B is included now. This can be represented in inequality as A less than X less than equals to B. So X lies between A and B, but now B is included. On the number line, if you consider 2 points A and B, A is on the left hand side of your interval, so A is the smaller value and B is the bigger value. Now, we will be considering A as a hollow point, but B is considered as a filled point. This is a notation which shows that B has been included in your interval. X can hold the value B. In the form of set, this can be written as A, let's consider B. B is a set of all X such that X belongs to a real number and A less than X less than equals to B. So here we are including A. We are excluding A but including B. The next notation is box A, comma B. And the last one is box A, comma, B box. By basic understanding, by now understanding, we know that A is less than equals to X less than B. A is included, B is excluded. A less than equals to X less than equals to B. This is what it means. So even on the number line, you will be including A but excluding B, and all including all the points in between A and B. Here you will be including both the values A and B, as well as all the values in the middle. Now, since this is closed at both the intervals, that means both the values of A and B are included, hence this is called as closed interval. If you have even a single round bracket, or if you are excluding at least one point of these two limiting values, then it is called as an open interval. So this will be an open interval, and so with the previous two values. Open interval and open interval. Next, we'll understand that in this interval, considering any value, irrespective of which interval you're considering, let's consider a closed interval. So in closed interval, A is called as lower limit of the interval and B is the upper limit of the interval. The difference of this upper limit minus lower limit is a term which is called length of the interval. This ends your interval topic. Let's continue with the next topic, Venn diagram. What does Venn diagram mean? Venn diagram is graphical representation of any here, since we are studying sets, so it's a graphical representation of in which sets can be properly understood. It's just graphical representation of mixture form of sets. Let's understand it with an example. Let's consider a universal set U. Within this universal set, I'm considering two sets A and B with certain values in it. Let's say A has values 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And B has values 6 and 7. U has values 8 and 9. Observe how I have represented it. This is an example of Venn diagram. This boundary, a rectangular boundary, is used to represent U. Any element is represented by a dot and the value near that dot. As we observe, there are 9 elements over here in this particular universal set from 1 to 8. Any point in that particular boundary belongs to that particular set. A and B are represented by circular shapes. So the circle of A contains 5 elements. That means A has 5 elements. The circle of B contains 2 elements. That's how B has 2 elements. So A is a set which contains elements of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And B is a set which contains elements 6 and 7. U, on the other hand, contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now, if certain values are given to you. P is a set which is given to you containing values 1, 2, 3, and Q is another set whose value is 3, 4, and 5. Then in a Venn diagram, you can represent it like this. I'm considering U to be the set. Let's put the values of P over here first. So P set contains values of 1, 2. I'm drawing 3 over here because as I observe, P and Q has 3 as a common element. I'll draw here like this because 3 is an element which has to come in both the sets P and Q. And this is my universal set. We'll study more about this in the next class.